Mr. Bobby Fischer. I got everything into that introduction except legend in his own time. I was trying to avoid that. Did most of it sound factual?
Well, that stuff about Spassky being the great master, I didn't go for too much, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But the rest is okay.
Isn't that his official title? It wasn't a value judgment. I know.
Yeah, he's a grand master. I'm a grand master, too.
Yeah.
What's your average day like? What do you do when you're not playing chess? What do you like to do? I know you at least the articles I've read on you, one they had in Life, says you watch a lot of television, you do a lot of reading.
Yeah, listen, I like to study some chess. First things first, right? Get the title and...
And what's the pleasure? What's the moment of pleasure for you? Is it when you see the guy in trouble? Where's the greatest pleasure? What would correspond to hitting the home run in baseball?
Oh, the greatest pleasure. Well, when you break his ego, this is where it's at, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
And when does that occur? When he sees that he's finished?
Yeah, you know, and he sees it's coming and breaks all up inside, you know.
Yeah. And you like that moment of just crushing the guy.
Right, yeah.
What would you have been if you hadn't been a chess player?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, some kind of sport, something, you know.
So,
I don't like...
Now, how can you study chess and listen to rock and roll in the background, Bob? I thought you couldn't have that distraction there.
Oh, well, that's when I play, you know, serious chess, but
Yeah.
when I study, it gets a little boring playing over these people's games, you know. They're really not that good, their games, most of them, so...
When you would make a move that later on did not prove to be the right one, was that usually done in just a moment of loss of concentration, and then just looking back and analyzing it, you'd say, why did I make that particular move?
Well, see, I only lost 2 real games, right?
Right.
So I didn't make too many moves that I regretted, but...
Times music critic wrote an article comparing you to great composers and saying that the way a sonata is composed has a certain sort of beginning, middle, and ending that a chess game has, and that the kind of genius that you have is comparable to the great composers. Did you like that?
Yeah, there's a little truth to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Be in Vladivostok someplace, or was that what was the real story?
I
there?
was more disappointed than anybody that this thing wasn't televised, because, you know, a lot of publicity and there was a lot of money involved, and I wanted the people to see me in action, let's face it. You know? But...
Did you feel like a prodigy as a kid? You know, did other kids say, oh, he's in playing chess while we're out playing baseball?
No, not too much, no.
Yeah. But you were a prodigy.
I was a prodigy, yeah.
Yeah.
Great when you come out and say that. Yeah, that you have to have. What drove you? What really drove you? Was it because you felt that the Russians were kind of playing games for a while and wouldn't let the championship out of their country?
Well, at first, just the love of the game as a boy, just,
Right.
you know, loving to win and all, but as I had all these troubles with the Russians, and they tried to block me from playing them for a title match and all this, and they kept writing that I wasn't that good. I wasn't even in the top 10. They said I wasn't. You know, I was just a big talker. I had, you know, I just got publicity because of antics and all this.
Right.
So really, over the board, there was no comparison between me and the Russians.
So you had to go
And,
prove it, huh?
You know, this is really what kept me on. If they had just shut up and ignored me and, you know, said he's a very fine player, I might not have gone for the title, because it didn't matter to me that much. I knew I was the best.
Right.
But they kept saying this all the time. They're putting me down. They got me mad.
They sure did.
Do you honestly think that you probably are the world's greatest chess player? I mean, there's no reason to be modest about it.
Yeah, right.
You are the best chess player in the world, without a doubt, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right? That's great. I love that.